And a couple of people asked if they could be a part of it. So Jelly then opened it up for other people to join. And it was a very, very hard event. Didn't have any help. I actually offered in to start helping a little bit. You're supposed to print that? Oh, don't worry about it. So actually, I found out that there were some issues with it because somebody else printed it out for me and tested it. So I actually have had tests, and I've already done 2 revisions, and it's now at a point where it's like perfect. So no worries, it's okay. I have an updated model now, which is interesting. The person who does it actually runs a shop and was asking me if they could license the thing as well. So I might be licensing out the model. I don't know. I'm not really sure what to say on doing that, because they asked me if there was a way they could license it. So I need to know how I technically respond to that, because I said sure, but I haven't said is it like, because it's like a small add-on piece, right? It's a very simple piece to throw out there for because if it's so small price-wise, it should be very cheap. It shouldn't cost very much. So that's usually like a easy add-on, simple for when you're selling certain parts. It could just kind of go along with it, because they also they sell blasters and stuff. Flat rate model. What I'm assuming just say, oh yeah, 5 gifted subs. Yeah, something small, but like in that case, right? Like that's kind of a good example of it. Like $25, and just throw it out there, and just credit for it or whatever, right? Like credit that I was the one who modeled it, because that would be the only thing I would want. But because it's such a tiny part, like what do you really ask for? I've never quite like licensed anything prior. I've always done like stuff, and if I ever did anything, I kind of gave it away. So doing something that's like a license is a bit weird to me. Nothing wrong with a tiny part. Yeah, well, my thing is like is like a $25 licensing, because that basically says you can print as many as you want, sell as many as you want. I just $25 flat rate for making this for you, and that's it. And just, would that be like an acceptable thing? Because I mean, it's not really that much anyways, and they could sell probably a bunch of them. License the Pika stock? That's true. Well, the downside is I want to make sure that it works, and I feel really bad that you ordered it and then kind of had to go through that whole ordeal, because it was mostly for your build first. I just wanted your build to be done. If people want it, and if others are interested, sure, I can license it out to people. That one, because it's such a large part, it requires so much filament. That would be probably one you would do something more like a per sale item. Because I know with blasters, a lot of times, I actually asked Perry from Out of Darts a little bit about their information on how they do licensing, which is pretty interesting. It has a subscription service you can put in there and lock it behind a small paywall if you want. Really? I didn't even know that about printables. If you want others to have it too. Well, for me, the person that's doing it is not in the States anyways. So it would be something that I wouldn't mind, because if you're not in the States, it's unlikely, or if you're in the States, you're very unlikely to be ordering from them in the first place. So I'm not like that worried about it. And it's such an easy part. Most people could probably, make their own, right, to do. So I never knew about that. Yeah, I didn't know that Printables had a club set up in it. That's interesting. Yeah, I could totally do that. because it's such a simple part. A lot of times, like vendors, like say Out of Darts, right? Out of Darts may want to carry it, right? So if I put it on there and they ask, I could literally say, oh, you could just go over to here, go to X place, and then just set up for the commercial license, and that's all you got to do. Can it be set up like a one-time thing, like a one-time purchase deal, as opposed to having it like a I'm assuming that's how it works. Sort of like just a simple tiny paywall or whatever, right? Just to get the commercial side of it. And then obviously I could just set whatever the price is for the commercial license.